This is the best relationship I've ever been in, but we need to break up. I love my boyfriend so much. He treats me so amazing. Our relationship is so healthy and happy and perfect. This is the best relationship I've ever been in, and he is the best person in the world. It's so much fun for him. It sucks because it's probably going to end today. He wants 4 kids and I want none. He pretty much says that there's going to be a point where we break up because I can't fulfill those goals for him. But he wants to stay together as long as we can until that point. Which I don't want to do. I don't want to be with someone who already has the end in mind. He really doesn't want to break up and I don't either. I really want this to work. But I don't know if it's worth staying with someone who doesn't plan on marrying me. It's so hard thinking about how we might break up. He's really trying to keep us together, but I don't know. He said he's okay with the possibility that we might last forever. But I don't know if I should stay. I don't want to waste my youth if he's just going to leave eventually. I don't know how I would even handle the breakup. I genuinely believe I will never find anyone like him. There is no other man who will do what he's done for me. Sacrifice what he's sacrificed. And act how he acts. No one can convince me otherwise. He's truly one of a kind. No other man will ever live up to the expectation he's set. I don't want to walk away. I don't want to break up. Do I have to though? He makes me so happy. Update. We broke up. If you're both totally sure about your wants, then it's best to end it now. No bad terms. Happy. And with love for each other. Children are the biggest deal breaker there could be. If someone is forced to compromise, it will always build resentment and ruin a lot of lives. If either aren't totally sure, then yes, you both deserve to stick together and figure it out. The best relationship you will ever have will have all the things you mentioned. Plus a mutual desire for or against parenthood. This is just the best you've had so far. It's going to suck to break up over this, but I promise you, down the line, this divide will become more than just about children. If you already disagree on something so integral and fundamental, how do you think forever is going to go? I met a man in college. He was the first person to not make me feel crazy because of my mental health concerns. We laughed together more than anyone else I ever had. We had a truly amazing relationship. But he was in the army and we were at the point where I either marry him and follow wherever they send him or break up. We broke up and I thought I would never recover, and I definitely didn't think I'd meet anyone like him again. My current partner and I are planning our wedding. I can't imagine not being with him. The pain took a while to go away, but I am so unbelievably happy. In retrospect, that my relationship with my previous partner ended. Otherwise I wouldn't be happier than I've ever been. I know it seems hopeless. But you are better off leaving now. You'll need time to grieve your relationship so you can be ready to meet someone else. I promise you, as someone who has been there, there is someone else out there. I'm sorry to hear you both broke up. That can't have been easy, but I am really proud of you for taking charge of your life and having the courage to not only make that decision, but to enact it. I hope your healing process goes well and life gets better for you. My husband and I have been married for almost 13 years. Before we got married, we had many talks about kids. I didn't want them at all. And he insisted he was fine with that and that he was marrying me for me and not so I would have his kids. I told him my biggest fear was that 10 years down the road, he would change his mind and resent me for it. But he assured me repeatedly that was not the case. We were best friends, had an amazing relationship, and fully believed we would spend forever together in blissful happiness. We just separated 2 months ago. There were many reasons, but in our talks since then, it has come to light that he did, in fact, change his mind about kids at some point a couple years ago. He didn't realize what it was at the time, but he started treating me badly, pushing me away and getting angry with me all the time. And it turns out, he does resent me for not wanting kids. My worst fear has come true. You guys already know you're not compatible. Things are going great for you right now. So this is the time to leave. While things are still amicable. Don't wait until it gets to the point that you resent each other. The heartbreak once it gets to that point is absolutely crushing. And 10 out of 10 if I had realized a few years ago that he had changed his mind. It would have been a much different situation. I wish you lots of love and lots of strength in deciding how to move forward from here. Sounds like he's waiting until you change your mind. You breaking up with him will be doing him a favor in the long run. You both have one life. Please let him be happy. It will be for your best interest as well. Trust me. You will find someone just as good as him. And that person will have the same goals as you. Yep, just break up. You already have some huge mismatch. Which is the kids issue. And also the marriage issue. Since you say he won't marry you if he's not having kids with you. Those are two huge things in a relationship that if you don't match or don't compromise, and the other person is really happy with the compromise, then it's a relationship ender. Not wanting to have children seems to be a big thing to overcome in a relationship. If you stay in this relationship, there might come a time when you will start resenting him for wanting to have kids, or you will resent him for asking for something you cannot give him. Also, even if there is a tiny possibility of you changing your mind about having children, that is a huge responsibility. Are you sure that your partner will share that responsibility? Instead of staying in a relationship where you're going to end up resenting each other, it would be better to take time to yourself and reevaluate what you want in a future relationship. This post made me cry because I am currently in a relationship that I dragged for the past 3 months. Even after we agreed we will not get married because we have different views over family dynamics. I applaud you for what you did. Me and my partner always talk about breaking up and we both agree. But somehow still keep it going. I wish I had the strength you had to end it for good. Yeah, if it's really going to end eventually, you might as well end it now. Life's short. Don't waste your time. But he wants to stay together as long as we can until that point. Been there. Done that. Don't do it. You are going to regret it. Rip the band-aid. And move on. It sucks. But kids are the things you can't compromise on. Firstly, stop putting him on a pedestal. You can find someone else who treats you right. And you're right. You should end it now and not later. If he wants 4 kids and you don't want any, how does he plan on holding on to you until the last moment? I mean logistically. How does he actually think that is going to work? It sucks to leave someone you love. It's better to not wait until all that love is replaced with anger and animosity. Information. How old are you and your boyfriend? While kids is a major issue, and if you are both set in year decisions, things probably won't work. I know that for me personally, I totally changed my mind to being against having kids as I got older. I think you should take some time to think if no kids is a definite for you. If this is a non-compatible issue, which kids usually is, then I would stop wasting my time and end it. There are plenty of potential partners who don't want children, but you should probably make it evident to them up sooner than later, or you may find yourself in the same situation. You won't find someone like him. But this breakup is also necessary. Life is meant to be experienced. And that means good and bad things. I also let someone like that go. We tried to hold on as much as we could, but we didn't have the same end goal. So it didn't make sense. Yes, it was hard. Terribly hard. But necessary. I don't compare other people to him. It's useless. I experience people who they are. I cherish the memories I had with him, and the love and respect he brought to me, but I no longer regret it. It's the right thing to do. If my boyfriend has a set date in his mind for when he's going to break up with me, best believe I am out the door today. Lol. The comment, make sure you don't want kids. Some of us know since we were kids ourselves that we never wanted any. You need to have a real serious talk and get him off the fence. If he's adamant about a big family, then you need to break up. You can't compromise and have half a kid. You can't compromise and just have one and see how you feel, because you can't return a child to the store like a shirt you thought you liked when you bought it. Some of us want nothing to do with pregnancy, birth or parenthood, and that's okay. Some people have that as something they need to feel life is complete for them, and that's okay. Some people might prefer to have kids or not, but be more indifferent and would be willing to change their mind for the right person. But then you need to find a partner to match those goals. Love isn't enough, and it's best to bow out before resentment rots the love and respect you have for one another. You are right to break up. He's dangling the possibility that he may stay with you to keep you hanging on. In the meantime, he knows he is looking for the mother of his 4 kids. He is fine to want what he wants, but not to manipulate the situation to stay comfortable for him while he looks around. Good luck. Op. You will be fine. Take care. Having kids is always a hot button issue if there is disagreement, since this is a lifelong choice that will also affect your children's lives. You both need to be on board. If not, there will be resentment on your side. When having kids, you have to make them feel secure and 100% loved. If you are both set on your decision, break up. This isn't a small decision, which you obviously understand. Sorry, but you should probably end it. This decision has implications for life.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Eracast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.